Hey everyone. So a few weeks ago I was able to open up Natsu and Lucy, so I'm really excited to be able to get Erza, and I know it's a little bit different. I think it's a little bit bigger. I think this one's 1/6 scale and the other ones were 1/8, but that's okay. I mean, it still look great. I'm just hoping that they're able to get like a scale gray, a scale windy, all those other characters, because I want to have the collection of just a whole fairy tale gang. I think they only have a few, like, I mean, they have a pop-up parade gray, like a very old Wendy, so I don't know if they're able to eventually get more scales. I know that they have another Erza one that I actually have on pre-order, but I want them to be able to get a lot more, so I'm hoping that they can do that. But I'm excited about this one. I did go with the gray version. I had trouble thinking if I wanted to go red or black, but I went with the gray one. I think it's a lot better. So this one's kind of my first, not kind of, this is my first one that's a little bit more revealing, but I really liked how it turned out. So I am going to open this one. This is a little bit difficult, but I really enjoyed Fairy Tail. I mean, there were some parts about it that I mean, it was okay, but overall, I still thought it was a pretty good one. So let's see. Let me take this all out. I know this is a little bit bigger, so let me take all this out. Well, these have a lot of cool things to it. They do have a lot more separate parts than what I thought they were going to have, but because this is a lot bigger scale figure, the 1/6, so it's kind of understandable. So they have a lot of cool stuff. So they have the base here that's pretty difficult for me to take out. So that's pretty cool. I honestly wish that they wouldn't have had this black base right here and they just had this, because I know some characters just have like a rock type base, and I wish they would have kept that. So I guess that's one thing that I really don't like about that. But I mean, I don't know, maybe in the future, maybe the other one that I get has some pretty cool base that doesn't have this black base. I don't know, there's something about just having the black bases is something that I don't really like. So I just like the more creative ones. And then the Erza's head that they don't actually put on there. And then here's her body. So this is a little bit more difficult to take out as well. So the body right here, a lot of stuff is wrapped, so I do like that, but it makes it a little bit harder to take out. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. That right here was a little bit hard, so it's pretty loose. So I'm hoping that I can just like put something on there and it won't be as loose. So they do have instructions, and it feels like a booklet. Yeah, because it's probably quite a bit. So, and then, but that's okay. That's the ones that I do enjoy. And then here is her sword, which I think this one looks awesome right here. And then like her spears, basically both of her like spears. This one, they're a little bit different, but they still have their own unique one. Let's see. This one right here, this one's awesome. This one, I do love these three little pink things right here that are just covering it. And then this last one I think is pretty cool. It looks like a dragon. So Erza does have a lot of abilities, a lot of things that she can change to. So I'm hoping they can like do quite a bit more of that to like kind of have a collection. So let's see. So this one's actually a little bit sharp on the tip. Right here. But yeah, it's pretty much feels like a dragon here too. So yeah, that they have everything right here. And then these little things right here that I don't really know what they are. So yeah, they have the instructions right here. So it should be hopefully pretty easily to put together. There's a lot of steps here. So, but yeah, this one looks pretty cool. I do think it might be a little bit difficult. So it looks like these things right here go around her her neck. So yeah, so like they're just kind of flying off. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, there you go. So like that makes it a lot easier. So okay, cool. Like I just wasn't for sure what they were, but they do have some writing on it. So that, I think that's pretty awesome. So I am excited to put this together. This one is like my first Erza one, and Erza was a pretty cool one. I do love that they have that. So yeah, she was one of my favorite characters on the show. I mean, they had a lot of good characters, but yeah, I think she's probably one of my favorite ones. So
here's the base. Better look at it. Like I said, I don't like the black base below the rocks, but it's still cool. I mean, I'll still enjoy it. I do love the rocks, how they look. And then here's Erza. So I really do like her. I love the crimson around her, and just has some cool stuff with it. I love the tape around it. I think she's worn it once, but I can't remember when. So, but I like it. So here's a sword that's going to go actually around her waist, or on the belt that's there. So it basically tells you where it's at. So the long pointed one is going to be right there. It's actually pretty hard to get on, especially trying to record this video, but I do eventually get it. It's just really too hard to do it. So, but yeah, there you go. It's a little bit difficult, but once you get going, it's better. But here is the necklace or tags. That's what she's wearing, that you put over her. So it's pretty simple. It doesn't matter which one goes on top, but yeah, I do like that it's sticking up there. And then here's the face. I love the face. I think it could be better, but it's okay. But this one actually was pretty hard for me. I actually didn't right here put it all the way down, but I did later. So, but yeah, you have to press it pretty hard, but you'll eventually get it. This is probably one of the coolest spears that I've seen. You can actually, so how you put it on there is you actually take it from the middle, and then that's where you can easily put it on her arm or her hand. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's just like that. And then once you actually get it in there, which is pretty hard to get, like I said, it's pretty hard while I'm recording and doing this. So it does take some time. I'm still trying to push it in there, but you'll eventually get it in there. It won't be that difficult. Like I said, there it is. I just had to push it in a little bit more. It was just because I was recording. But yeah, this is one of the coolest spears. But this one right here is probably the best. I love that the dragon, like claw, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, that it has it, and then even around it right there. So, but it has a hand that you can just stick in there. It does fall pretty easily, so you do have to tighten it up in there. So mine did fall a few times, but I was able to get it in there. So just tighten it up, which is pretty cool. I love that they have two spears, one in the back, one in the front, ready for her to attack. And then putting her on the base is relatively easy. You just have to squeeze as hard as you can, but after that, it gets on relatively easy. So it does look awesome. I enjoy it for sure. I really do like this pose from Erza. I think it is pretty dynamic for her. As you guys can see with the attack, she's looking a little to her side. I think the face still could have been better, but overall, this is still a pretty good one. I sometimes wish they didn't do stuff so revealing. I really wish she had some armor that she was wearing. I know sometimes stuff happens when she was fighting, so I kind of get it, but I really wish that they're able to put more stuff in it. So overall, this figure is pretty awesome. It's my favorite fairy tale, which isn't saying much. I only have technically 1/2 if you count Erza and if you count Natsu and Lucy. But yeah, this one's awesome. The crimson is probably the better one. I did go with a different color. They had 3 versions: the black, the red, and the gray, and I went with the black. So I did enjoy that one. But yeah, overall, this one is an amazing one. I still probably wouldn't get it if I had to choose it, or had the option to choose between this one and the one that's releasing here in a few months. I'd probably go with that one. It does cost a little bit more, but I still think it's worth it. But overall, the hair and her gear that she's wearing around her leg and even her arm is pretty sweet. So I do enjoy this. I'm excited to put this next to my collection. Hopefully they can get more. But yeah, this one is such an amazing figure, as you guys can see. I love that the hair is just flowing, and then there's the pink around it. So yeah, this one is something that I'm excited to put near in my collection, or detail.
Thank you guys for watching my Erza Scarlet unboxing from Orchid Toys. This one was a pretty dynamic one. This one was one that I really did want to open, that I was excited to get when they announced her. I know I only have a few fairy tale ones, so I'm hoping to be able to get a lot more, especially the one that I believe is coming out in September. So yeah, this one is probably one of my favorite ones just because it has two different unique equipment or swords or whatever, spears, whatever you want to call them. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time.